Well, CBN chief political analyst David Brody joins us now to talk about the debate. Let's start with last night. Who came out ahead and who took a hit?
Well, all eyes were on Joe Biden, obviously, Gordon. And once again, it was a C performance, average, meddling, or I shouldn't say meddling, but just middle of the road. It was not all that great. Yeah, he was a little bit better than the first debate, but you know, a C performance isn't really going to cut it when you get into the fall. Right now in July, I guess it works, but it wasn't all that great. And Gordon, at the end of the debate, it was just a strange situation in the closing argument. I don't know if people stayed up to the end, but then at the last thing he said was like, go to my, he didn't say website, he said, go to Joe3033303. I was like, what numbers is he saying? Anyhow, if you go to Joe30333, you come up with some other website. It's not his website. He meant to say text this word to 30. It was a whole discombobulation for Joe Biden. This is not going to work, Gordon, at all for Joe Biden going forward into the fall.
Well, let's talk about, I think, one of the winners, Tulsi Gabbard. Did she score points? Is she going to be able to rise from this?
Well, Tulsi Gabbard did very well. I gave her an A on my scorecard. I mean, I think only my mom cared about my scorecard, but she got an A. And why? Because she was soothing. She sounded actually very presidential in terms of her delivery. Also a war veteran, very patriotic, a different type of candidate for sure. And of course, most importantly, she had that just a scathing attack on Kamala Harris when it came to her record as a prosecutor. And so that was pretty devastating. So she really did have the whole package. The problem for Tulsi Gabbard is that the more and more people see of her, they're going to bring up a few other things in her past, including with meeting with Bashar al-Assad in Syria. And so that's going to be a potential problem down the road. Do I think she makes it to September? Yes. I mean, you have to have, in essence, double the qualifications to get on the stage that you do now. I think she'll be there. She's intriguing, but I don't think it goes any further than that.
Okay, well, I'll join your mother in being concerned about your scorecard. Anybody else get an A?
It's two of us. I thought Cory Booker did very, very well last night. He had that Kool-Aid line about Joe Biden. I thought that was good. And, you know, Cory Booker, you know, he's, of course, known as Spartacus from the Brett Kavanaugh hearings. And the reason they call him Spartacus for a lot of reasons is because he's a bit high octane. He's got the wide eyes and he gets kind of rambunctious. But last night, it was different. He was a bit calmer. He was smiling more. He kind of lowered down the 5-hour energy drink to about an hour and a half. And it worked for Cory Booker. And once again, he made the news cycle with some attacks on Joe Biden. So I thought it was very good for Cory Booker. Look, Joe Biden, Gordon, was getting incoming from all sorts of sides there, left and right, literally at times. And I will also say this. Kamala Harris, let's talk about her for a quick moment. There was a sign of respect there for her last night because she was getting attacked by Joe Biden, by Tulsi Gabbard, by a few others. And the fact that a lot of folks were attacking Kamala Harris should not be missed because that is an underlying sign of respect that she has a potential path to the White House or at least to the nomination. But it will be difficult for her, though, too.
Well, she's got a new name, Kamala the Kid.
Right.
Do you think that just shows? I find it unusual that Biden would use that expression in talking to a sitting senator. I mean, I think Biden's one of the big losers last night, and it seems as the night went on, his energy level went down. And
that's a great point.
Is he showing his age?
Yeah, I really think he is. You know, I know the president likes to call him Sleepy Joe. I mean, last night he had a Grandpa Joe moment with the whole internet situation with those numbers, and he messed up texting and Googling. So, yes, 100% he's having problems. And here's another big problem for him, and her name is Elizabeth Warren. She has been very impressive. Let's put policy aside for a moment. Let's put the socialism argument to the side. She brings it. She's a school teacher. That is, when I say school teacher, she presents it like a school teacher. She's passionate. She is got it kind of all going on there. And I can just see this right now where Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren are on a stage in November, December. That changes the calculus. Then I think you start to see the difference between what you just said, Gordon, kind of an aging, slower Joe Biden and a sharp as attack Elizabeth Warren. Look, she's got a real shot at this nomination, and I know President Trump likes to call her Pocahontas. Well, he better be careful, because this could be revenge of Pocahontas come the general election if she plays her cards right.
Well, it could be the revenge of endless debate. I mean, after two of them, I'm already tired of it. And how many more do we have to go?
They're going to be every single month. The good news is we're not going to get two debates from now on. We'll get one. They'll get down to 10 candidates on stage. But you're right. I mean, last night I just kept looking at my watch and I said to myself, you know, I was on to my third snack and I thought it was going to be literally like longer than Gone with the Wind. And I was very happy that it was not. Though a lot of people would say there was a lot of wind in the air, but that's a different story.
All right. Well, David, for your mother and I, thank you. And thanks for joining us.